Hello, everyone. This is Joe Cool 10, and welcome to this extra video that I'm doing here. I mentioned this in the finale of Let's Play Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. This is my personal top 10 favorite Lego video games done by Traveler's Tales. This list took a little bit for me to kind of put together and decide what Lego video game I wanted to rank where. And I'm just gonna tell you now, this is my personal selection. This has nothing to do with what everyone else is doing. So there are going to be some surprises in this list. And don't expect this list to be consistent with other people's uh lists. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing, disclaimer, these are the Lego video games that I have not played as of currently. I have not played the original Lego Star Wars. I've not played Lego Batman 3, Lego Dimensions, Lego Worlds, Lego The Hobbit, or the Lego Ninjago movie. I've not played these games either because I do not want to, or I just never really got into some of these. Like Lego Dimensions, I just never really got. I just didn't really want to get into that, and I probably missed out on. I kind of missed. I mean, I had the opportunity to play it, but I just kind of let it pass me by, I guess. And now it's probably too late. But nevertheless, well, for whatever reason, I haven't gotten around to play it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the honorable mentions. These are games that did not make the list, but I still want to include as honorable mentions. So Lego Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures is really it. That game is really fun. Um, it's a more nostalgic Lego video game. It's very classic. It's got the first three Indiana Jones movies. And it's a lot of fun. And then Lego The Incredibles, I played through, and I actually enjoyed playing through Lego The Incredibles. Yes, it is considerably easier than most other Lego video games, but it's still a lot of fun. Um, and then the Lego Movie video game, I actually really like the Lego Movie video game. And one of the reasons why is because you actually get to play through the movie. Like the cutscenes are directly from the movie, and they brought back the voice actors from the movie to reprise their respectable roles, and so it works out really good. It is a it is a very short Lego video game, but it's still packed with a lot of fun. And then Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I know a lot of people don't like this game, and I can see why. But I like how the story mode is, directly from the movie. Even though I'm not the hugest fan of Force Awakens, the game is still really good, especially the story mode. I feel like the free roam and stuff does get a little long, especially towards the end. But I still think Lego Star Wars: Force Awakens isn't terrible. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the list here. So, number 10 is Lego Star Wars 2: The Original Trilogy. This was the first Lego video game that I ever owned and played. Um, I got this game in 2006, I think it's when it came out, or soon after. Um, and I played this game several times. This is definitely the Lego video game that I have played the most. And I've enjoyed it ever since I first played through it and first beat it 100%. I played through it numerous amounts of times, and this is what I would consider to be my nostalgic Lego video game. This is the game that I hold very near and dear to my heart because I've had it since I was in middle school, and I've enjoyed it ever since. So this game is a lot of fun. It's the original trilogy, which is still considered the best trilogy of the Star Wars, and it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend checking it out. Number 9 is the second Lego video game that I ever owned, Lego Batman the video game. Lego Batman is a lot of fun. There's a lot of characters, and I like how that this game is strictly just Batman in the Batman universe. It doesn't try to bring in any of the other DC characters. I also like that this game has its own original story. Yes, it is kind of loosely based on some of the older Batman movies from the Tim Burton universe, but it is still its own original stories. It's a lot of fun. Um, this game, I played through this game a number of times as well, and I really enjoy it. I think this game is kind of glanced over a lot of times. Um, and some people say the Lego Batman 2 is really good. I personally wasn't a fan of Lego Batman 2, but I'm not here to talk about that. Um, but this game is a lot of fun, and I definitely recommend playing through this one if you haven't already. Number 8 is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. I really love this game too. This game is a lot of fun. It's the first, it's the first 4 movies of Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a lot of fun. It's relatively short, but it's a relatively short game, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good fun to have in this game. I played through this one numerous amounts of times. I love the characters. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean themes. It'd be cool if they would do like a remake of this game where you could actually do like naval combat and stuff. I think that would be really cool. But the game as is really fun. There's a lot of good stuff to this game. There's a lot of secrets and a lot of um good mechanics and stuff. I really enjoyed this one a lot. Number 7, I combined number 7 with 2 games, Lego Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 and Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. And I'm not the only person that has done this. There's other people that have combined the Lego Harry Potter games into one sort of category, because I think that both games are good. I think that both games are they're very similar style and stuff. Um, I if I had to pick which one I liked better, I personally think that Lego Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 is better. Um, but Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 is really good, and so to me they're both combined, and it's nice that they kind of remastered the Lego Harry Potter games for Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, with the Lego Harry Potter collection, so you can play through both games on modern consoles. The games are exactly the same, but the graphics are better, and I've only played through Years 1 through 4 up to this point, but like the original Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 was kind of glitchy at parts. But in the remastered edition, they fixed the glitches, and so that's no longer an issue for the remastered edition. The graphics are a little bit better, but the games are pretty much exactly the same as what they were originally. But it's still a very good collection. I love the Harry Potter universe. I love both of the games. I've done let's plays for both of them now, and so I really enjoy the Lego Harry Potter games, and it'd be interesting to see if Lego ever does like a full like Lego Harry Potter remake where they do all 8 movies into one game. I think that would be really cool, and it'd be a very massive game. But I think Lego could do it, but we'll see what happens. Number 6 is Lego DC Supervillains. Um, Lego DC Supervillains is a lot of fun. It is really cool how you get to play as the bad guys on this in this game. the story is more centered around the bad guys. Yes, you do get to play as the Justice League characters, but not until later in the game. And what's really cool about this game is that you get to, at the start of the game, you get to create your own custom character that represents yourself, and you get to play through the story sort of as this custom character. Yes, you get to play as the other villains too, but this custom character is kind of the character that represents yourself, and you get to customize it. And what's really cool is that through the story, your character learns predetermined superpowers. And so your character gets to develop more and more superpowers as the game progresses. So I think that's really cool. And the really cool thing is that at the end of the story, you get to make a choice whether you want to stay as a villain or if you want to join the Justice League. And it doesn't affect anything really, but I think that was a really cool idea. How you get to play through the stories, your own custom character, and in the end, you get to decide which side you want to end up being on. If you want to stay as a villain or if you want to join the Justice League. I think that this game is really well done. It's definitely a more modern game. The main criticism I have with this game is that it does get kind of slow towards the end, and a lot of the missions in free roam are very repetitive, and so that's one reason why I'm not like the huge. This game isn't higher on the list, but I still consider this to be really good and definitely one of the best character customizers we've gotten in a Lego video game. So I hope we get to see really good character customizers in future Lego video games. The next one is Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I really like the Marvel franchise. I'm a huge Marvel fan. Lego Marvel Superheroes expands on the first Lego Marvel game and brings in a whole bunch of new characters that a lot of them you never even heard of before, unless they're like a huge Marvel fan and know all the comics and stuff. But a lot of the characters in this game aren't in any of the movies or anything. But there's a lot of characters that you know and love. The Guardians of the Galaxy are more prominent in this game. Doctor Strange is more prominent. The Black Panther and a lot of other characters are. There's some new characters. Some of the newer characters that are more prominent in this game. So that is really cool. The story is original. I think that the villain is a little weak for this story. I'm not the hugest fan of Kang. He's okay, but I'm not the hugest fan of him. As a villain, I don't know. Maybe there's some people that are, but I personally am not. The hub area is really cool. I like how it's a lot of different areas kind of lumped together, and each area is unique in its own way. I think that is really cool. How they kind of combined all these different areas into one thing. I think it worked really well. The main criticism I have for this game is the challenges. The challenges for this game are not particularly enjoyable, and the rewards for getting the challenges are not the greatest, and it makes the game less enjoyable. But overall, I would say Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is still really good. I do enjoy playing through it, and so I would definitely say that this is worthy of number 5. Number 4 is what I would consider to be the most underrated Lego video game ever. Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. This is my personal favorite Lego Star Wars game. I'm just gonna say that right now. Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars is a lot of fun. This game you get to play through the first couple seasons of Lego Star Wars Star Wars The Clone Wars, the TV series, and I think this game is really well done. There's a lot of cool characters in this game. Um, and the levels are really cool. I love the ground assault levels particularly. I think that was a really cool idea, and I hope that's something that they bring back for the Skywalker saga. Um, because I think that was a really cool element of this game, and there was a lot of fun to be had in this game. I love some of the characters that are in this game, and it's a lot of fun. And then you get to access a bunch of classic Star Wars characters in this game too via the mini kits, and I really think that this game deserves more praise than what it gets. I think this game often gets overshadowed by the complete saga, which I don't understand. This game definitely deserves more credit than what it gets. I think that if you haven't played this game in a while, give it another chance, play through it again. I think you're gonna find that this game is better than most people give it credit for. So definitely check it out if you haven't, um, in a while. Number 3 is Lego City Undercover. This game is the Grand Theft Auto of Lego video games. Um, it has a lot of elements kind of from Grand Theft Auto. It's definitely it is a kid friendly version, obviously, but it's a lot of fun. You get to play through an original story with Chase McCain, who's really cool. You get to explore a massive Lego City, probably the biggest hub area that Lego has done. Notwithstanding the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, this game is massive. There's a lot to do in this game. This game is definitely the biggest Lego video game that I have played to up to this point. Of course, notwithstanding Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It's a lot of fun though. I've had kind of a mixed relationship with this game. I've loved it and I've hated it, and it's just been it but the more I've played it, the more I've come to love it. Yes, there is a lot of stuff to do in this game, but the story mode is so good. It is definitely one of the most well done story modes the Lego's ever done, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good pop culture references in this game that are really good. A lot of them are funny. There's a lot of good characters in this game. I really enjoy the characters and the story, and it's just a blast. It really is. And the hub export the hub area is massive, and this game takes several hours to get through 100%, but it's good. It really is. I really definitely recommend playing through this game, if nothing else, at least for the story. Um, and if you really want to fully experience this game, go for the 100%. You know, you know that feeling of accomplishment never gets old. Even though the reward for getting 100%, isn't entirely worth it, but nevertheless, you get that feeling of accomplishment. So that's number 3. Number 2, and this is a close second, is Lego The Lord of the Rings. I have sung the praises of this game many times. I've done the Let's Play of this game, and this game deserves all praise and glory because it is so well done in everything. The backgrounds and scenery of this game are just phenomenal for the time that this game came out. It is just so beautiful. If you haven't watched my Let's Play for this game, go and check it out. I know the commentary is not the best, but the gameplay really speaks for itself. The cutscenes, the music, the characters, just the different all the levels. It's the full experience of Lego The Lord of the Rings. I think they did it really good justice. I think that this game deserves a remaster at some point. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I would love for it to happen. Or even if they decide to remake it, I would be totally on board with that. I would definitely be on board with them remaking Lego Lord of the Rings and maybe remaking Lego The Hobbit as well. I think that would be really cool. I really love this game. And if you haven't played this game definitely check it out. If you need further convincing, watch my let's play of it. You will not be disappointed. In this game, it's totally worth everything. And my number one personal favorite Lego video game, and this might come as a surprise to some of you, but I've already kind of spoiled that it's not Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. My personal favorite Lego video game is Lego Marvel Superheroes. This game is what I would consider to be the gold standard for Lego video games. There is none greater than this, in my personal opinion. It's got an original story, kind of has some elements from some of the Marvel movies, particularly the Avengers, uh, the first Avengers movie. But it's an original story. There's a lot of classic characters in this game. You got the Avengers, you got the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and just a whole bunch of Marvel characters that you know and love. It's a whole lot of fun. The game the levels are really good. The hub area is one of the best hub areas ever. New York City, Manhattan. It's really well done. There's a lot to do in this game, but it's so much fun. I played through this game many of times, and I have loved it every single time that I played through it. Um, it's got um the red bricks are in the bonus levels, which is really cool. You unlock the bonus levels by collecting the gold bricks, which make it more worth collecting the gold bricks. And the bonus levels are narrated by Deadpool, the Merc with a mouth himself. Although kid friendly, of course. Um, but I think it's really cool. The red bricks are definitely more worth. It's definitely more of a process to get the red bricks in this game, but I think they really made it work well. I love all the characters in this game. I love the story. I love the hub area. I love just everything about this game. I have loved this game for a long time, and like I said, Lego: The Lord of the Rings is a close second. But if and I'm almost ready to declare a tie between Lego Marvel Superheroes and Lego Lord of the Rings. But Lego Marvel Superheroes is just that much better than Lego Lord of the Rings, if only slightly that much better. Um, but I think that this game deserves all the praise and glory. And a lot of people don't give this game the praise and glory it deserves, and I think it deserves a second chance. So if you haven't played Lego Marvel Superheroes in a while, definitely check it out. It is on Xbox One, and I think it is on Nintendo Switch with the Lego Marvel collection, which includes Lego Marvel Superheroes, Lego Marvel The Avengers, and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Um, so definitely check it out if you haven't played this game in a while, or if you haven't played it before. Definitely check this one out, because I think this is what I consider to be the gold standard. And even Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga it's gonna be a very high bar to clear in order for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga to surpass this game in terms of how much I love it. But we'll see. I'm trying to keep my hopes high for Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Whenever they decide to release it, I'm hoping that that game is going to be, up there with the top contenders for my personal favorite Lego video games. So that is the list for my personal top 10 favorite Lego video games. I'm sure some of you are disappointed and probably disagree with me, but that's how it goes. This is my personal list. This is what I would consider to be my favorite Lego video games. If nothing else, if I've inspired you to play some of these other Lego video games, then that's really what I want to do. I want to thank you all for watching this video, and don't expect a let's play from me anytime too soon. But you never know. I do have an idea as to what I want to do for my next Let's Play, and it's gonna be a good one. It might even be one of these games on this list. Hint, hint. But we'll see. You never know. No. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Joe Cool 10 signing out.